and your stellar career that you've achieved, from cleaner, general worker to Golden Key International Honor Society Award holder to nationally and internationally certified research medical scientist.
All right. First things first, Dr. Eurika Mogane is a born-again Christian. My faith is definitely what anchors me, and that's what something I always strive to just encourage and share with others. Then over to my career path. I've always loved medical sciences. I've always wanted to be able to mix in between assisting patients with knowing what sort of medicine is required for the specific root cause of sicknesses or ailments. So I dived right into it. That's why I went to the University of Victoria to start studying 2010 actually. So World Cup, I was in my first year, very exciting times. And then while I was there, University of Victoria, that's where I actually got introduced to the Golden Key International Society. And for me, it was when you're an A student, but from a school where what you just get a certificate and that's all. That's what we grew up knowing. So once I got there, and then in 2011 as an undergraduate, we were called in and told, listen, you guys did outstandingly well. This is what you guys have been given. And at that time, honestly speaking, it didn't really add up. I didn't really understand the weight of this title, of this honor. I've been given this award as well, because then the following year, that's when I had to drop out because of finances. I couldn't continue studying. And it comes back to what we were saying right now, that, some people don't really do enough research about what is Golden Key, and only to find that there are opportunities for funding, for scholarships, for all these things, So that's when I had to come back home. And then from then, that's where I started volunteering. I told myself, I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to wallow away in self-pity. I need to do something about myself. That has always been a drive in me. So that's when I went to Nelspruit CBD, walking around different offices, trying to find anything I can do. And then eventually someone gave me that opportunity, and I was able to actually then start being the cleaner. And it was really interesting for them, because it's okay, can we at least see your CV then? What do you have there? And yes, it did come in handy to have that Golden Key in there, because the individual, they said, okay, listen, yes, you can start with the cleaning officers. Let's see how you are. Are you resilient? Are you willing to learn? And then from there, that's when they're like, okay, you know what, let's shift you to do something else. Then from there, I started learning more things, more opportunities. So I think for me, as Dr. Eurika Mogane, it has been a sincere honor just seeing this journey, and how a lot of being associated with the right society, with the right family, does give you that extra push, that extra benefit that is needed. So that is me in a nutshell. A lover of medical sciences, clinical research specifically. That's what I delved into, but right now moved over to functional medicine as well, so definitely expanding the horizon from my side.
Brilliant. That's incredible. I'd like to just commend you on your journey and what you've achieved up until this point, just because I know a lot of us are really privileged in the sense that our parents work really hard and we just get handed opportunities, and we don't really understand the definition of drive until probably speaking to someone like you. So I just like to praise you for all that.
Thank you so much.
So I just like to ask, what does being a Golden Key member mean to you?
In all honesty, I learned that being a Golden Key member means someone who has to always keep pushing, no matter what you're thrown at or facing in life. Because having that certificate from 2011 honestly was that bragging right I was given to say, listen, yes, in as much as I feel that I failed here and there, I still have something that shows that I can fight. I push myself, I go beyond. And, at that time, because, a lot of things did happen, I wasn't sure, is this enough? Is this enough or not? Until my spiritual father, actually, Apostle Peter Jones, said, you need to be grateful of this thing that you're carrying. And it's amazing how in 2018, that's when I went back to continue with a whole lot of other studies, just to top up. And then in 2020, during the pandemic, that's when I was called in by Golden Key again to say, you know what, we want to honor you once again. We will give you an alumni award this time around. And that for me, I just then reflected on what he had told me, that, you know what, you need to be grateful for what you have. So now having a second certificate from the Golden Key was honestly, it was such a huge honor, because then that propelled me, it pushed me to know that people are actually noticing what you're doing. They're proud of what you're doing, but are you proud of it? So being Golden Key is all about honoring what you've been given, what you have, and what you can actually offer the world or those around you. So that's the big thing about it.
Yeah, thank you. I totally agree, 100%. And then how did being awarded your first Golden Key International Society undergraduate lifetime membership award help you in achieving your academic and career goals?
Academically, it assisted me because where I was studying, like I said, University of Pretoria, it did push me. I did get a bursary actually for the year that I was given that award, which was great for me. That really, really helped me. Not only that, I was also able to now be pushed into, the student societies, being a leader, and that's a big thing for the Golden Key Society. Leadership is encouraged, education is encouraged, and not only that, but socially, what can you offer? So that definitely did push me that side. And then outside of that, after having left university, after having coming back and, being broken and having to start from scratch, that honestly, it gave me just that push, like I said. You always need something just to remind you that, what, you are of value. You have something that you can offer this world. So having that Golden Key certificate, floating around throughout all of these things that I've faced, it just gave me that extra nudge in the right direction. I sincerely believe as well. So it honestly opened a lot of other doors because people would refer back and say, okay, you are associated with these individuals, which means you do know what you are doing. You do know what you're capable of. Resources might have been limited, but we are willing to push you, because from there, that's when I was able to get a few more scholarships, to push my studies, being able to dive into neurosciences. All of these things were opened up from that, where they recognized what I have currently.
Of course, yes. I just think you're the best representative for Golden Key that I can think of, because before you even received your invitation, you were just so pushed by your drive, and then you say Golden Key membership, it's all about drive, and that is what it is. It keeps pushing you to just achieve more, and you achieved such a stellar career despite all these challenges and obstacles, and that's just incredibly commendable. So well done to you for that. And from what I've read and what you've told me now, you're quite an altruistic individual. So could you elaborate a bit on your activities in the Cancer Association of South Africa, maybe?
Oh, wow. Actually, my cancer journey started out as a volunteer. And when I was volunteering, thankfully, once again, with a Golden Key certificate, I was able to be brought in and I was made a leader of all the young individuals in Nelspruit itself, firstly. So I was in charge of those individuals, just encouraging them, also just teaching them about what is cancer, wanting to break stigmas in between the racial differences also. So that was my key focus, having to go out and educate. So with cancer, I was given the opportunity to become the first youngest African female manager in the organization in 2016. And that was a huge, huge, big deal for me, because you faced a lot and you asking yourself, am I capable? Am I able to do this? And as I mentioned, having a spiritual father who's always there pushing me, said, you know what, you've got a lot to offer. So this is the opportunity you're given. Make the most of it. So with cancer, my key aim, as I mentioned, was to go out into communities, especially those that are disadvantaged, just to try and paraphrase the message so that it is understandable for them as to what is cancer, what happens, where does it come from, what to do, what is the next step, and a whole lot of other fundraising projects that we're in charge of. So I was made a provincial manager to be in charge of the entire province in Mpumalanga, and we expanded from that. We did a whole lot of other fundraising projects, went to various schools, were partners with massive companies, organizations here in Mpumalanga, and they all were able to just keep pushing us. Not only that, I was also generally a spokesperson for cancer, being able to speak up for them, share that message and that dream and that vision that they actually carry. So that's where I actually got that anchoring, that groundedness of, listen, you have this message, go out there and share it. And then from there, that's when I now grew into other organizations, more platforms. Just a quick example as well with the South African Red Cross Society. They reached out to me, and right now I'm a governance committee member, the South African Clinical Research Association. I'm an EXCO member right now for them, serving there. And it's all about offering what you have. And that's the platforms I'm grateful for.
Wow, it's so formidable. you keep getting more intimidating as the interview goes on. Very incredible. Very praiseworthy. Could you also explain what has been a Golden Key volunteer at Allison Online Learning entail?
All right. That opportunity came mostly last year when COVID came around. As mentioned, clinical research is a big thing for me. So instead of going clinical, I went straight to I need to do more research, find out more information, basically getting the right message to be conveyed out there, because there was a lot of information going around. So what we did, there were actually 4 of us from here in South Africa. We were chosen or delegated. So we had to now draft a online course about COVID. Not only that, we had to also translate it to our 7 official languages. So given that platform, we drafted this free online course. It is Allison. It's an online learning platform from Ireland, but open to any individual across the globe. And that actually was, for me, it was just, I'm doing what I love. I'm passionate about it. Then later on, that's when they said, actually, you guys, you went above, you went above and beyond. So they honored us and they actually dubbed us then the Golden Volunteers. And it's amazing how my family said, wow, 2020 is actually a golden year for you, because with the Golden Key Award there, now it's Golden Allison Award. So at the end of the day, with them, it's a matter of just being able to encourage online learning and also make sure that we are portraying the right message. We are teaching individuals the right information, and also have brought it down or have just actually upskilled it to the vernacular languages that we have within South Africa. And that for me was actually a major deal as well, because people can literally have a certificate, online certificate. They can use that even at work to say, listen, I do know about COVID. I'm well informed about it. And they can just keep updating it every now and then, because we update the information. If there are new fees that we need to give, we definitely do that as well.
Wow, incredible. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like with all these altruistic activities that you've been speaking about, obviously there's a lot of causes that you feel passionate about. So what sort of legacy or change would you like to see, or you'd like people to remember you by once you've done everything you've set out to achieve in this life?
In all honesty, I have a motto that says, if the pen can convey the intended message, then don't let the ink run out. My key aim or legacy that I want to leave is the message that I'm carrying. I believe that like I said, there's a lot of information out there, and then the truth is honestly congested. It's always, pushed aside, pushed away. I'd want to be remembered for what I've said, and it's information that I'll say that definitely brings change to someone's life. It's the message that I carry, and that's what I want to definitely convey out there. Not only that, but with what I'm doing right now in functional medicine, that patient care that is there, I want to be remembered for that. That we went, beyond just meeting someone. It's just another patient. I want people to remember me for that care, for that one-on-one, for the personal touch, personal connect that you have with people, just so that they can be much, much better. And then I believe the key reason why I wanted to be in medical sciences was I want to always, find the root cause of something and also bring about the solution. I believe that's why the Lord made sure that my name would be Eureka, because you always want to just come up with that solution. You want to bring something across, wherever you are or wherever platform you're given. So that is what I want to be remembered for, definitely.
Incredible, praiseworthy, and commendable. And we just like to do whatever we can to spread that message that you're trying to put forward, and to just encourage our members to maybe gain what you have achieved through Golden Key and push for those causes like you've been, like for our medical students at UCT. And yeah. So lastly, what is the advice that you give to anyone thinking of joining Golden Key?
First things first, be very, very open-minded. Make sure that you acquaint yourself with all the leaders within the Golden Key Association itself, because there's so many opportunities there. There's so many things you can do apart from just accepting that certificate or that title. Please make sure that you become open-minded about it. don't be afraid of asking questions. The more you know, the more you'll be exposed to, the more opportunities you'll be given as well, the more platforms you'll be given. Not only that, being part of Golden Key, you get to see individuals reaching out to others. So it's not always about, oh, you need to be an academic, you need to excel in that, then you qualify to be it. No, like I said, leadership skills are something that are very big with Golden Key, and that's what needs to be emphasized, because we need young individuals to know that, we need leaders wherever we're going. Whatever career path you're in, leaders are always very key. And that's what Golden Key does. It encourages that. It empowers people to be more of that. So I sincerely believe that as individuals open themselves up to joining the society, they will learn, they will grow, they'll even understand their gifts. They'll understand why they are here, what are they serving for, or for some individuals, you'll realize, am I really in the right career path? Am I doing what I'm supposed to? Or let us expand, let us grow from there. So that, I believe, is one of the biggest rewards of joining the society, belonging to a family that will understand and groom you into the right path that you need to be in. That's key.
Exactly. I agree incredibly. Just everyone pushing each other to achieve their best. I know our mission is to encourage our members to just become more efficient in our 3 pillars of leadership, service, and academics. And that's what we're really pushing for. And what you are an incredible exemplary representative of, leadership, service, and academics. So I just like to thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us and answer our questions. And I'd just like to applaud and commend you for all the brilliant work you've done in your field. So thank you so much, Dr. Eurika.
Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you, Cheeto, as well. I appreciate the platform just to share this. I sincerely do.
It was such an honor meeting you.
And thanks everyone else for attending last minute. Yeah, it's been a great interview, and we will definitely send you. We'll tag you in our post, send it to you, so you can send it to your family, and we'll send you our future posts for our success stories. Just so you know.
Brilliant.
Individuals, yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Eurika. I hope you have a lovely day forward.
Thank you so much as well, Amy. Please do stay safe that side, okay?
You too. Thank you so much. All right. Have a good day.
Bye.
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 Oh, that was a great interview. I didn't know she worked as an office cleaner before.
Yeah.
You know, I just Googled her just now, and she's all over the internet. It's mind blowing. Oh my word.
She's so impressive. I was like, she wants to do the interview. Okay.
Yeah. How did you find her? Did you just go on LinkedIn and search?
Yeah. One of the posts on my homepage or on my feed was by I said CEO of the Black Business Council, and it was about her, and I was like, cleaner to this? What?
God.
Incredible. Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly is she doing now? Is she just working as a doctor, or?
She is, but she has a practice.
She seems to be doing a lot of things, to be honest. It's a lot. It's amazing. Sorry?
Incredible. Yeah, I couldn't keep up. So many volunteer activities and her practice, what was it, Cancer Association and everything. I was like, Jesus. But yeah, so exciting. That went well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, wait, I'm gonna stop the recording actually.
Oh.